Let's wait. It's just be patient and wait. Let's just be patient and wait. Okay, if you have all joined, I'm very happy. Good afternoon. It's another Sunday, the 10th of April. Today, we are going to do a bit of a recap, and then we'll introduce a few new formulas, and then from there, we'll do some graphs. So let's start. Okay, if you cannot open, I think I sent to you a file which has got cells. So if you can open the cells and then open the 2014 cells sheet, please. It's okay. Do you have the cells file or sheets? If you have, please open the 2014 cells, because that's the one that we're going to use for exercises. Okay, just open that one once you're ready. Okay, now in this sheet here, we have got the order date and we've got the shipping date. So for me today, I'll use the shipping date. Now using the shipping date, you'll find that you've got the dates for the month of January, and then later on you go to February, and then March, and so on and so forth. So the first thing is, let's create a column for years. So here I'll put year. As usual, I'm bolding this one, Control B. I'm bolding the heads, the headings. The headings should be bold. And then in the year, we need to extract 2014 and put here. So what is the formula? The formula is year. So equal sign and then year. Just double click this year here. It's asking for serial number. Just click on this one and then close the bracket and then enter. It gives you the year, and then just double click. So you've got the year to the end. Problem is months. Months, we've got a formula, but the formula is going to give us a number, which is, number 1 for January, number 2 for February, and so on and so forth. So if I say equals to month, it's also asking for a serial number. If I click here, I close the bracket and say yeah, it gives me 1, which means January. So in order to avoid this, because we want to use the name of the month. If we want to use the name of the month, then we have to use another formula. We have to use VLOOKUP. Now, VLOOKUP is going to get related to this number 1 and we want to extract the name of the month. So how are you going to use it? Very simple. Just create another sheet here. By just clicking here, you get another sheet, and then somewhere here you can put 1, 2. So, and then you highlight the 2, and then you drag up to 12. So these are the months of a year, and here you start with the January. You type January and then February. After that, just highlight the 2 months, and then you get across at the corner here a black one. Just double click, you get all the months. After that, highlight from 1 to January and then highlight to the bottom. After you have highlighted, give it a name. On this box here, just click and then give it a name. For instance, for me, I'm calling this months. When I click enter, I've given this area a name called months. That's very important to give it a name so that when you use it in your formula, this one is going to be referred. And because we've given this area a name, remember our training on VLOOKUP. This column here is going to be column 1, and this one is going to be column 2. So we are going to refer to this one here, numbers, and then we want to get column 2, which is the name of the month. That's how, and that's why we highlighted only these 2 columns here and given it a name called months. After that, just go back to where you want now to put your months. Mind you, this is giving you number 1. Because it's giving you number 1, you know in your formula, VLOOK, it's going to ask for which number. So for me, for us now to put that formula, say equal to VLOOKUP, you double click, it's asking you for lookup value. Now, lookup value is supposed to come from the date, from the shipping date. You can't just refer to this one. You have to write now inside the month. After you wrote month, you click on the date, you close the bracket, so that's, and then you put a comma. That's your lookup value. Now, the table array, remember, the table array there, which we highlighted and gave it a name, is called months. So, months is not this one here, it's this one here. Double click, that's the table array. It's asking for the column index. I told you, the first column is where our reference is, but we want the second column. So you write number 2 there, comma, and as usual, we want exact match, which is false, this one here. And then you close. Once you enter, you get your month, January. So after that, what remains is just for you to drag down. Double click. Everything goes on as planned. Yes, this is February. This is February. Yes. Wherever there's This is now March. Yes. And so on and so forth. So you've got all the months done. I think up to the end, which is December, and then there's these 2 months, January, for 2015. So there is 2015 years here, 2015 here. So there is some data from 2015 because it's a shipping date, even though all the orders are coming from 2014. So some of the shipping were done in. So it's better if we refer these dates to shipping. So this is shipping year. This is shipping year. And this is shipping month. Shipping shipping month, not months, shipping month. Yeah, so we've got this one. After I've done this, I've done all of this which I've done now I put this in a table. So Control T, the whole area is highlighted. My table has headers. Okay, we are now in a table. So a technique which I wanted you to grasp is year. There's a formula for year, there's a formula for date, a month, and after a month you can use your VLOOKUP to get the name of the month. So now, well, we can do a graph. Suppose someone wants to know how many, for instance, you have to summarize this information in a graph on a monthly basis for the year 2014. How were your should we say sales? Yes, sales. We don't have a column for sales, but we need to put a column for sales. How were our sales? Well, if you look here, you'll find that there's a discount. Now, a discount normally is given depending on the order quantity. So let's see. If this one is getting a 0 discount, the order quantity is 4. This one is 0 quantity, order quantity is 4. This is doing 3 and is getting 0.06 of a discount. So the most important thing here is to decide these discounts, are they per unit or are they a percentage that someone gets if he buys? Well, if you look at the price, this is a unit price. If the unit price is 113 for which item? For jumbo drum. So are you telling me that all jumbo drums are getting a 0.06 discount? Let's give it a summary. Just check jumbo drum. Summarize jumbo drum. No, jumbo box, jumbo drum. Okay, these are jumbo drums. The discount is not uniform. Okay, why there's a 0.07, 0.06 when it's critical, but also 0.01 when it's critical. So it's very difficult to relate to get the relationship between these discounts. So let's assume that these discounts are percentages. Let's assume that. So I'm highlighting this column. Actually, I'm unfiltering, clear filter. After clearing the filter, I'm highlighting the discount, and then I'm changing them into a percentage. So these are percentages now. So in order for me to get my sales, I have to incorporate the discount. So here is sales. The formula is going to be, first, the quantity times the price per unit after that. Then deduct %8 times or the easiest way we could do is, let's start afresh. Let's do this. The easiest way would be to say take equal sign the unit selling price times open the bracket backspace times open the bracket 1 minus the 8%. So this actually is the unit price now. This is the unit price. Instead of 90, instead 95, 5.98, this is now after taking care of the discount. Now, all of these, all of them put in a bracket, multiply by the quantity. Then is when you get the sales. Yeah. So the sales, these are the sales now after taking care of the discount. Now, let's plot a graph which shows, for instance, let's start very simple by showing how much were the sales that were done on a monthly basis. regardless of the product. So it's only going to be shipping, month, and sales. That's it. Well, multiplication is this star here. If you want to multiply numbers, this star here, this is a multiplication sign. So please note that this star is a multiplication sign. So if you want to multiply, use this star. Okay, now, how do you do your graph? It's easy. Put your cursor anywhere. The most important thing to note is the heading of what you want to do. In our case, we want to draw shipping month versus sales. That's it. So all other headings have got nothing to do with what you are going to do. So easy. Just put your cursor anywhere. Go to insert. From the insert, you'll see there is tables here, illustrations here, add-ins here, charts are here. So the good thing is there are different charts. This is column or bar chart. This is line or area chart. This is statistic chart. This is hierarchy chart. This is scatter or bubble chart. This is pie or donut chart. This is waterfall or funnel or stock or surface or radar chart. This one here is a combo chart, and you can also get the maps there and the pivot chart. In our case, and you have got here recommended, which means Excel would recommend a chart for you. So let's click the recommended charts. If you click recommended charts, it doesn't have any chart recommended, but in this case here there is bar chart. If I click bar chart and then I say OK, it's going to give me a very funny chart. Because of the number of columns and number of data that we have. Yes, you see now. This is what we are going to get. Okay, so if you decide to say okay, it means it's everything. For me, let me just delete. Let me just highlight only two columns here, this and this. And then insert, recommended. You see now, at least because I've highlighted only two, then I've got charts which are recommended. Now, this is a sum of all the sales for January, February. If I want to do bar, this is what? So you see, it's not that easy to do. So what you can easily do is to use, let's go, insert again, pivot chart. Okay, you see now this is a pivot chart. So these are the axes, this is a legend, these are the values. Now in my axis I'm saying shipping month, I'm putting month is there. In my values I'm putting the cells. You see now it's easy to do that kind of a chart. So this is a chart. You can increase its size anyhow. Here it's written total. You can just double click here and change the word total to cells. These are months down here. The colors, these are total cells per month, and this is a legend. Because it's known that these are cells, you can just delete this legend, you don't need, so just delete it. You can play with the size of these bars. Now everything to do with the chart now is available in this menu here. It's also available in the format and design here. You can do the analysis fine, but let's start by doing a design. This is the design, this is what is appearing, but probably we don't like so much this one. So these are the designs that we have. You can click here and you can get, you can highlight. For instance, if you highlight here, this is what we have. You can highlight this one with the numbers there. No, probably you want this one. Yeah. Oh, do you want this one with numbers there? No. Oh, what about this one with beautiful background? This is another format, and yeah, there are different formats, depends on which one you prefer. Okay, you can do this one, you can do this one, you can also do this one. All these are different styles which are available. Let's say okay, yeah, which one? Yes, probably this is the one that we choose. And these are the months. Okay, you can also modify these bars in this format here. In the format, you have the chart area. You have different types. You see, all of these, you can choose the background. You can choose any background between amongst these ones. Okay, you can choose the shape, you can choose the feel. Okay, what do you want to feel? This is about the chart area. What about the bars themselves? You can choose just by clicking. If you click one of the bars, you'll see all the bars are highlighted. After you have chosen them, you can now play with them. You can go in the format and say shape fill. You see it now. You see the colors that you can fill. From there, you can choose the outline. Outline, different outlines, the weight of the outline and everything. You can choose go to format, the shape, these are different shapes. You can, shadow, if you want to put a shadow, you see now, everything can have a shadow. You can put the shadows there. You can put the preset. For instance, I said these are the types, the shapes, different shapes. Different shapes. For instance, you decide, well, this is the shape that I want. And the shape effects, you want a shadow, you want the bevel, you want 3D, oblique, these are the outlines, you see. You can increase the size, shadow, color. You can choose the colors here, like I said. You can choose the glow, if you want them to glow somehow and have a shade behind, something like that. The size, there, okay, if I want to increase the size, this is the size of the shade, you see now. That's how the grow part. The edges, you also want to increase the size of the edges. .3D format, we have done it already. You can also, these are the sizes or series, gap width, okay. This one, it means you are increasing the gap between, but you can decrease the gap in between, something like this. And as you decrease the gap in between, you increase the size of the bars. Okay. You can also put a trend line to show you what is the trend. The trend line, you'd expect something to go like this, just to show you. So, line. Okay, let's find out if I want to put a trend line. How do I go about doing it? Is it under design? Add a chart element here, and then the axis, chart title, grid lines, legend, trend line. If I want to do a trend line, now which type? Is it a linear line? This is the linear line. It takes an average from the beginning to the end. If it's exponential, this is an exponential. Linear forecast, it shows you the trend. This is going to continue decreasing. The moving average, this is the moving average. So which type of line do you want to put? Probably most of the analysis would prefer to use the linear, but for me, moving average will do. So this shows you how the cells are moving. That's moving average. Okay. So this is a chart. It's in another sheet. You can hide these numbers. In most cases, we prefer to hide them. Just put it there. Just remove this one. Just click here. Just increase the size. what's wrong if you increase the size? Yeah. The background, this one here, just go to view and grid lines, remove the grid lines. Yeah. So this is your chart. The numbers here, they are in 100, but you don't want these old zeros to appear. This is 400,000, this is 500,000, 600,000. So what you do, just click on the numbers here. Click. Once you click on the numbers, these dotted lines here will appear, and then go to your design probably, or format, I would say. This one you don't like because this is coming from the pivot. You can also right click from here. Once you right click, you also got a menu, and this menu will give you all the things that you can change. In our case, for instance, you are saying say you play with chart type. No, that's not what you want to do. Go again. We want to play with the numbers. Format axis. Let's say we want to format the axis. Yes, we want to format the axis. You go here. First of all, you have got the axis options. Bounce 0, maximum is 600,000. Units, fine. Automatics, maximum value. Display units, it says none. If you click here on the display units now, this is 400,000. Do you want them to be in thousands or you want them to be in hundreds? Let's say we want them to be in thousands. Click there. You see now, the word thousands is written here, and the numbers have been reduced to 500, 400, 300. At least they give your eyes a relief on what you see. If you want to put in millions, yes, you can put in millions, but it will be 0.1 million, 0.2 million, 0.3, and so on. So I think this is better in this case. If you want to put tick marks, you can put, for instance, major, inside, if I want to put inside, minor, if I want to put inside, or I want to put outside, or I want to put across. It all depends. Labels next to axis, or high, low, 9. For instance, if I say high, I don't see them. If I say low, they're there. If I say none, I won't see them. So the best way, next to axis. Fine. Which means the axis is here. Next to it, the labels are there. The number. You want general, accounting, currency. If you put number, it will have 0.00. If you say general, it won't. Use 1,000 separator, yes. 2 decimal places, I don't want any, so I put a 0 here. If I click use separator, I don't want to use a separator. That's it. Okay. I can change the background if I don't want this blue color. you just click here on the background, and then you go here on the color, you change the color. No, this is the color of the shadow. No, sorry. So just leave the color as it was. I just do undo. So this is a simple example of a bar chart. If you're not interested in a bar chart, well, what do you want to do? Which type of chart do you want to do? You just go here, design, no, yeah, and then chart type is here. From here, you can say, no, I don't want this type, I want these bars, 3D. This one here, this one here. If I say okay, yeah. No, this is not what I want. Go back to design, change, not this one. This one is not fitting for us. Yeah, this one is fine for us. Or no, let's do pie chart, something like this. Okay, this is a pie chart. Now you have to show the months in this one. And probably these are not the colors that, so you go back to the format, no, design, you choose, probably this is the best for this type, or this one, or this one, which gives you a percentage, or this one, depending on which one you want. And then you can go. There are very different types. Even this one is also okay. Probably this one would fit because it gives you the month and the percentage of sales for that month. Okay. These numbers. Yeah. If you go to format, design, select data, it shows you the total, it shows you the months. They're here. You can switch the rows. If you switch the rows, it's something else. You can decide, no, let's go back to where we were. Yeah. Percentages here. Show values. Yeah, these are the values for each month. Separator, new line, yes. Okay. Number, because the numbers here, if you look, they just cut general, put it as a number, and then put your 2 decimal separator. This one is just changing the cut. This should be a percentage. Yeah, okay, percentage. 9.03. Format, code, here. You can link to source so that when you change the source and the numbers also change. Yeah. The background here, because the numbers here are blue, the background shouldn't be blue. Because you see now these words here and this word cannot be seen properly because of that. Then background, go to format, format the background, fill, yeah. No, what about this one here? No, what about this one? What about this one? Yeah, probably this one will fit. Yeah, because it shows you this is November and this is the number. So this is a pie chart. If you don't like pie chart, it's easy. Just go to format. And then, where is it? No, design. Yes, go to design. Change chart type. Well, what about this one? No, it doesn't accept. This one, it doesn't accept. Column, yes, it accepts. Line, yes, it accepts. So if it's a line, say okay. Now this is a line. Line, now again, go to design. Which one do you prefer? This one? This one? All these are options that you can do with the chart. Okay, so this is how you do a chart, and the best thing you can do now, just give it a try. Just exercise. I want to exercise this. If there's any problem anywhere, just let me know. Okay? This one is not correct, so just change this one here. It should be in thousands and not in percentage. So right click first here, just click here, yes, and then go to design, format. What do you format? Format the numbers, format selection here, thousands, yes, display units should be in thousands. Yeah, values, number, not percentage, just put a number there. Yes, yeah, this is okay. 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 Any question? This one you can increase the size. This is a legend. No, it's a chart title. So you can also format this one. On the format, this is the chart title. What is the size of the chart title? Yes, it's transparent. That's the color. Okay, what about if you put this color here? Okay, doesn't need the shadow, alignment, middle, horizontal. That's okay. This one bold, yeah, 16. No, you can put 28. You can put no. Yeah. So that's it. Highlight again. Yeah. Any question on that? If any. If you go back to your data, you will find that you have got different products, for instance, large, small. You just want to, you don't want to, you just want to know for that year how and which product you have sold and for how much. You don't want to specify the months. So in the same graph, you can change, or you can create another graph by using a pivot graph as well. So insert, not pivot table, go here, or the easiest way I've seen is in this one here. Can we insert a slicer? Insert a slicer. Yes, you have a slicer. Okay, this is sales, salesperson, customer, unit sale, discount, shipping mode, product container. Is it product container? Yes. So this is how, these are the jumbo drums cells. These are the jumbo box cells. These are large boxes cells. These are small box cells. Okay, you see, as usual, you can put your slicer somewhere, or you can put somewhere here. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 types. So I'm going to slice this into 7 pieces. Slicer. Here columns, I'm going to put 7 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So all of them are there. Just put them here. Yeah. Okay, so I've put a slicer. I also put another slicer. I also want to insert another slicer. Sorry, cancel. It should be a slicer of this chart. Insert slicer. Now product container is done. Shipping month is fine. Shipping year, shipping date, shipping amount, unit sale, order quantity, order priority, salesperson. I want to put salesperson slicer. We've got only 3 salespersons. Let me put them into 3 columns. Slicer here, 1, 2, 3. Okay, fine. Put a slicer here, and you know. Okay, for instance, now all the cells, these are all the cells. You just want to see how Bob fared. This is how Bob fared for all the cells. John, okay, this is how John fared. And Richard, this is how Richard fared. Now for Bob, jumbo box, this is how he did. For jumbo drum, yes, this is how he did. Large box, fine. Medium box, okay. Small box, this is how he did. That's John, that's Bob. And the small boxes and the wrap back. So John, this is how he did on the wrap back. Richard, this is how he did. So you can maneuver and play with your data using the slicers, and it can show you how the graph had appeared. Okay, please do the insert. And now look at this one here. This is data for 2014. Please increase your data by adding 2015, 2016 down there, and then see how the trend of your cells has fared over a period of 3 years. And if there's any question, please let me know. I can put, I want to change this and yeah, format. Just click on this one here. Format, design, and put this background there. Yeah. Jumbo box. This is what we call dynamic chart. You can change and look at it the way you want to look at it. You can format, you can design. You can add, here you have put cells, shipping month, remove shipping month now. We don't want it in shipping month. We want it in as per sales per person. Yeah. As per salesperson, because this one, you know, now it shows only John because we have chosen only John, but you can do this and now you can compare, and instead of using a line chart, just go into the design, don't use the line, you select chart type, use column chart. If you use column chart and say okay, and then it shows Bob, John. You see now, when it comes to medium box, if it's all of them, if it's jumbo box, jumbo drum, large box, yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay. You can use for salespersons, because there are few, you can easily use change chart type. You can easily use a pie chart. Yeah. There are different types of pie charts as well. So just format, design, no, I want, yeah, something like this. Yeah. You can also go to design, change. Okay, you can use this one. Okay, yeah. So this is the John, and you can see if you do different types, it changes. Jumbo, yeah. Wrap back, yeah. All of them, yeah. So now I think you have grasped at least the basics and how to play with different types of charts depending on what you want to demonstrate pictorially. Any questions so far? Chart is very, very important, and we need to do a lot of practices because that's the trend nowadays. When we are dealing with the data, the presentation is not on numbers. People are not interested in seeing the numbers. They're interested in seeing the comparisons, the trend, and the predictions. So charts are very, very important. So we need to do a lot of practices, lots of practices, so that we master this one. And to me, this is very, very important. So today, I think I shouldn't add any more on charts. I just need you to do practices. I want you to practice. Okay. Any question? If there's no any question, I want to end today's classes here. Unless there's a question from the past lessons that we've done, or there's anything that one has encountered in her office which she thought that Excel would help, just ask me now. Any challenge that you have encountered this week, Casio, that you thought Excel would help? Any? Just ask now. Okay, let's end here for today. See you next week. Probably I might be in Dar es Salaam at the end of this week. So I'm not sure if we can either have a live class on Saturday or somewhere, or we can just have a virtual class as well. So otherwise, thank you so much. God bless you.